Cloud with the Buster Sword once again. Once again, I gotta hit you with one of these guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are running Boros Equipment, and frankly, I think Boros Equipment's coming back, guys. This one, when it performed really good, and I got to actually use Cloud with the Buster Sword for the win. So if you're a big Final Fantasy fan and you really want to mess people up with Cloud wielding the actual Buster Sword, this one is for you. As you can see, it's called Lightning because, man, it moves fast. And, of course, I have everyone's favorite pink-haired hero, Lightning Army of One, for some extra madness in here. So, Boros Equipment, really getting it in. I really like this one. Let's get into it. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live stream beginners. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places. Did you miss me live streaming the early access event? If you did, it's because you weren't hitting the notification buttons and you weren't following me on all those locations. We'd love to have you there. We pretty much stream every night, so check that out. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. Come on by the Discord. If you have a new deck or something you want to share with me, Discord's the place to go. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So, that all being said, what are we talking about when we talk about Lightning? This is equipment big hits right here. Well, one of the first things we needed to add, I had Freya Crescent in the OG one, but I hadn't been running her enough of her. This 1/1 Rat Knight, legendary creature, she's actually a Dragoon, which is a type of knight. She has jump, she has flying on our turn, but she helps us ramp to equipment, which is something you don't see very often. She's a good early play. You add 1 red and you spend it only to activate a equipment spell or activate equipment ability, so she can get the equipment on your creatures faster, and she can get more equipment out onto the board pretty aggressively. So she's a great early drop right there. I'm also going to be running some removal in the form of Burst Lightning for some direct removal, which is super useful. I'm also going to be running Lightning Helix. Because it is called Lightning, and we have Lightning Army of One in here as well. So that just makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Is it the most logical thing to run? Is there better things you can run? Yeah, but they don't rhyme with lightning. They don't have the word lightning in it, and that's what we're trying to do, and it just makes sense to have that. So for early removal, I'm going to go with Burst Lightning and Lightning Helix. We have an ability, especially with the Buster Sword, to play things off of the top deck, which is super useful, especially if you're spell slinging at the end of it. So that's kind of why we do that. Right into the equipment, we have Mirror and Banesplitter. Yeah, the equipment Monstrous Rage. We also have Monstrous Rage as well, but Mirror and Banesplitter is actually super useful because it's 1 red flash. When it enters, somebody gets +2, and then you can re-equip it later, which is awesome. The reason that we have Mirror and Banesplitter is because we're having an equipment focus, and it is nice to splash this in and recast it, especially when we start getting all these cheaper recast spells on everything else that we're doing. A lot of times people don't expect it because sometimes you only have Freya untapped and they don't expect you to use Freya to immediately cast the Mirren, and you have a lot of different abilities right here to pump. I'm also going to go with the classic pump. I'm going to split the difference between Monstrous Rage and Mirror and Banesplitter. I don't like casting Monstrous Rage too much. I'm kind of tired of it. It's super powerful. We get it. Plus 3/1, +3/+1, and trample for 1 red. It's insanely powerful, especially for the damage, which also it goes really, really well on Lightning because she's first strike and she's first strike trample, and then she does that extra damage. It's also useful on Robin, Bull of Almaga. So we're gonna throw that in there. I'm also going to, another equipment that I want to run early on is Lava Spur Boots. Oh yeah, we're going to get them Lava Spur Boots on. One of any mana, +1, and has haste and ward 1, equip 1. Giving people haste is actually kind of important. We are running lightning, and believe it or not, as a woman named Lightning is, she doesn't have haste, which is kind of crazy. Being able to swing out very aggressively early on and hit early moves on people is actually super good. And that extra ward to just kind of frustrate their early removal is actually really useful as well for the Lava Spur boots. I didn't have it in some of the original decks. I've been hot swapping things in and out, but ultimately they did make the final cut. You might see a game or two without them in there, but overall pretty decent, especially to get more aggressive with your opponent. We're also going to take the 2-drop Cloud Midgard Mercenary. There he is with the iconic Buster Sword. 2 white, 2/1. Whenever he enters, you search your library for an equipment, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Do you know what I usually look for? I usually look for the Buster Sword. There it is, also known as the Materia Blade, depending on what game that you're running. The classic, the iconic, huge anime sword. So he can look for anything, though. Whatever you want to grab, he'll grab it, which is super cool right there. And then, as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it, it triggers. That ability triggers an additional time. Do you know where that's really useful? I actually put Lava Spur boots on him, and he gets Ward too, because Ward triggers twice. Super useful that people didn't realize. A super useful concept right there that actually gives him more protection than you would possibly believe. So, super good card right there. You know, I don't think I've ever run a deck with Chainsaw, but in this time, it really does work well. 1 red and 3 damage to 1 target. Turn 2, being able to knock out a problematic creature, something like that for 2 mana, good. And then whenever a creature dies, you put a rev counter on it. Whenever enchanted creature gets plus X, plus 0, where X is the number of rev counters. So the more you're killing, the more you're knocking out with lightning and lightning helix, and the more you're killing and the more they're having to deal with you, the stronger the chainsaw gets. Classic stuff right there. So yeah, we really do like that one. And remember, Freya's flying, so if you put some big stuff on her, she can fly in, and if they have no blockers, they're just going to take the hit. Now, here's basically what makes equipment decks viable. Raoban, Bull of Almega. Really complicated name there, long-ass name, from Final Fantasy V. Probably the one I'm least familiar with. 1 red and 1 ward. Pay life equal to Raoban's power. Insanely good. Already, it's automatically pay 2 life. The funny thing about this is then when people try to target it, do you know what I do? I throw Mirren Banesplitter, Monstrous Rage on there, so now he's pumped up to like a 5, and then they have to decide if they want to lose 5 life to kill this guy, and a lot of times they don't. So that's already really good to have them try to deal with him with that Robin's power is equal to the ward is equal to the life they're going to lose. Then he has the amazing ability of whenever he attacks, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target attacking creature. As long as a creature is attacking him, as long as a creature is attacking with him, he will give anybody an equipment. He will put the Buster Sword on, he will put Lava Spur, Mirren, whatever you have, he will grab it and put it on himself, or another creature, which is also super useful. If you want Buster Sword to have the Cloud, if you wanted to have a Cloud and him are attacking, you can give it right to him. Which gives him the double trigger attack. Very, very, very powerful card, and frankly, probably going to be the backbone of your Boros Equipment decks. Lightning Helix, we know, 3 damage to any target, you gain 3 life. Super useful, especially if you're using the Buster Sword ability off the top. Speaking of which, we're going to get into the serious stuff right now. Lightning, Army of 1. She is good. Boros decks, as if Boros needed more help being aggressive. 3/2. Boros colors, 3-drop. First strike, trample, and lifelink. Already keyword soup. I love it. Human soldier for 3. My biggest concern with her is that she's in cut down range and in burst lightning range. That's my biggest issue. She's a little vulnerable to removal. However, if she can get past that and build up, we can get some real good damage done because she has the stagger ability. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until the end of your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double damage. We really like this double damage stuff in Final Fantasy. Super cool. I guess it represents limit breaks. And remember, she's first strike. So if we can get the damage through on the first strike, that means everyone else coming in the after strike ability, coming in the second round of the damage phase. So like if I get burst, if I put, I swing in with her and I hit with Monstrous Rage and boom, she hits for 6 trampling. Everyone else swinging in with her, Cloud and Rauben and Freya swinging in with her after, is going to do double damage because we hit the stagger ability first, you know. And we really like that because lightning strikes first. Really, really cool stuff. So whenever a source would deal damage until the end of your next turn, you could just spell sling after that. You could hit with lightning and then just throw lightning helix and burst lightnings at your opponent until they're dead. You can just save up 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these, and then that does 6 and 4 and 4 and just knock them out like that. So really super powerful combos you can pull off with lightning, army of 1. Then of course the iconic, the legendary Buster Sword. 3 to put down. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. Already decent, not bad. Equip 2 is not terrible. Whenever an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage without paying its mana cost. Free spells all day. If you get double strike on somebody, or you do something like that, or you get the double triggers off with Cloud, meaning that if Cloud hits, you get to cast 2 spells from your hand for free. That is where I start taking the like the burst lightnings and the lightning helixes. You're going to draw cards and then throw spells out of your hand at people, which a lot of times, if you've got lightning with the Buster Sword and you hit first, boom, you hit, you can immediately cast another spell on top of that. Guess what? It's going to be double damage. So you actually have some cross Final Fantasy synergies here where if she hits with using Cloud Sword, you can immediately get free spells that do double damage. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that a little silly right there? Isn't that a little OP? I'd say so. And that's why Boros does what a Boros does right there. Super cool stuff on that. We love Cloud's ability. We love the way this all synchronizes. Then we're going to finish it off with the expensive-ass 5-drop right here. You don't have to run him. You could run 1 of him if you want. Another great... I actually like this artwork of Cloud way better. 1 white, 1 red, and 3. He is the 5-drop human soldier mercenary. During your turn, as long as Cloud is equipped, it has double strike and indestructible, which is super useful, man. Because all you need to do is put on Lava Spur boots or something like that, and he's a 5/5 double strike indestructible. Equipped abilities you activate that target Cloud costs 2 less to activate, meaning Buster Sword can be put on him for free, Lava Spur for free, Mirror and Bane Splitter only 1. And then he's a double strike indestructible, which, yeah, he turns into a monster. If you're having trouble finishing the game quick, Cloud will finish it for you. Cloud will come out and absolutely finish it, because what are you going to do to him, man? He's just going to be ripping through everyone. So, yeah, he's going to do what a Cloud do. That is what we're looking like on the Boros Equipment. There's probably like 3 versions of this deck. There's probably 3 or 4 versions of Boros Equipment. It's actually super good. As long as you build around the key cards, you're actually going to have a really good time with it. 6 plains, 7 mountains, Battlefield Forge, Inspiring Vantage, and Sun Billow Verge right there. That is what we are looking at. I haven't really played with the towns yet. I know people are saying, why not town this or town that? I haven't done a lot with towns. You know, there's a couple of different towns you could do. Starting town, Adventurers Inn, or Starting Town, or Capital City is fine. Pay 1 mana, Life of Anything. It's whatever. I don't really need them yet. It worked perfectly fine with the mana base that I was running overall. So we take a look at the stats right here. Pretty aggressive deck. 1.9 average, even with that expensive 5 Cloud right there. So only 22 lands, 18 creatures, 14 humans, 10 soldiers. You know we got soldiers. Cloud is a notorious soldier, and so is Lightning. She was a security officer. Knights, mercenaries, rats, and warriors, but mostly a human soldier Boros Equipment deck. 10 artifacts, you know we got to do it, and 11 instants. No enchantments, no sorceries. Get that slow, weak stuff out of here. We want hits, 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 hits. We want epic anime battles where everyone is doing double damage and going nuts, and swords are clanking off each other with enormous showers of sparks. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Very Advent Children coded, if you get my drift. So that is what we're going to be running here with Final Fantasy Boros Equipment. We're probably going to be revisiting this again because, honestly, there are, again, like I said, there's multiple ways to run this one. There's probably a lot of different ways to do it. On the sideboard, a Braid. I did run Quarry Steel Cutter in this because it is an equipment. It actually does really well on the spell slinging abilities. Quarry Steel is not bad in here. A Braid, Get Lost, Requisition Braid. Swift Boots is very similar. It's just Lava Spur Boots, but crappier. Celestial Armor is not bad. I've seen people use this one because it's another flash equipment. And Leyline Axe is probably the most contentious one. Some people really like Leyline Axe. it's always not worked great for me because I never win the gamble that it's going to come out first turn for free and it's expensive to equip. However, with Rauben, you're good. You just got to hit it on the first turn, otherwise it's kind of a slow card. So that is our sideboard right there. Let's get into these games. Let's run some lightning equipment. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Final Fantasy is here. Let's start doing it. Oh, look, it's this guy again. Welcome, Pat and Luna. You know about my YouTube channel? You just randomly pop in. Oh, I wrote that wrong. There you go. Keep it. Why not? Ishgard, the Holy Sea. Cloud. Very cool. Yeah, he's red, and apparently he is a commander-only card, which is, again, why I did not know that he existed. Apologies for that. I should have known. Should have known he existed. Lost Jeep. Put down Go-Go Minago here. Rauben, Bull of Amago. Okay. We'll put down that. We'll swing. Attach that. Boom. Boom. Very nice. He's going to have to pay a hefty price if he wants to get rid of that. There's Freya. The Duke's Deer Freya. You guys know who the Duke's Deer Freya is, don't you? Seven. Got that going for us. It'll cost him 5 life to kill that. Which will put him down to 4, which we can kill him with Burst Lightning if we do. Which is cool. Oh, did we go down? Freya. AKA the Duke's Deer. Cloud, Midgard Mercenary. Let's do this. Put that Buster Sword on him. Straight Buster. Boom. Grab it. Like a rabbit. Through. The channel lagged for a second. Grab, trigger, draw, burst lightning, burst them and worst them. There you go. Done. Cooked. Sorry about that. I don't know why the internet's being unstable. Equipment, yeah, we're doing okay with it right now. Numb. Numb_skull_. Vorpal! We were just talking about you last night, Vorpal, because the other Vorpal came. Freya Crescent. Let's put down Go-Go Monago here. Sweeper? No, better reunion again. Tifa Fling. The old Tifa Fling. Love it. Glacial. Who's getting it? Loud. Gotta pay 4 life to get them. Oh, what do we got? Let's see. Ward 1. Let's put down lightning. You run a reanimator? What's he? Oh, he's at least looking for his Phoenix down. He's looking for his Phoenix down. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to use Phoenix down. Most traumatized? Jeez, they're all horribly traumatized. I mean, Titus found out he wasn't real. That's gotta suck. Right? It's gonna hit him. He had to hit Ward twice because of Lava Spur. Sword. Whip. Cloud with the Buster Sword once again. Once again, I gotta hit you with one of these guys. Better be dancing. There you go. We're moving on to a new deck after this one. It's okay, I got a Phoenix down. He's not dead. Hey, what's up, Asim? Tempest, what's your intro music for this set? It's an old band piece called Invicta that sounds like Final Fantasy music. I didn't want to choose any one specific fantasy music, so I went with Invicta. Beans. The crystals are expensive. Here's my issue with the crystals. Here's my issue with the crystals. They're expensive. And what gain do we have? I reduce things, you know? But what am I gaining, you know? Yeah, I'm getting into the right there. Hey, it's Legend of it. All right, we'll put down Freya. Lightning is sick. I really gotta play 13. I never played 13. I heard it's good though. Ooh, very nice. Hey, what's up, Conjurer Mage? Welcome to the show. Will equipment hold outside early access? We'll have to wait and see on that one. We'll have to wait and see on that one. He's not happy. Embra. top spur. There we go. Albert Steiner. Ooh, that'll help him get back up. Cloud Midgard Mercenary. Okay. Let's end it there. Yeah, Raubun is a monster. Raubun is a fucking crazy monster. Hey, there's nothing wrong with talking for 5 minutes for all possible moves. I get it. Down to 6. What's he gonna run now? Now he's going to play the removal. Steiner could come in with a huge hit here, just depends. No, I haven't seen Jumbo Cactar yet. That's going to be a tricky one to run. That's going to be a tricky one. Bum, 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 bum. It's removal or block, man. It's not... Oh, he's a great player. Holy shit. Legend is... He's a good player. I'll tell you that much. He's a good fucking player. That's 3. Mirror and Bane Splitter. Let's put down Lightning. We're going to enter, and we're going to hold on Mirror and Bane Splitter here. Celestial Armor. Okay. 9-4. And he's going to get in. Yeah. No matter what, he's flying in. Yeah. Good game. Good game. We crapped out on the mana here. We kind of got stovepiped. Came out real strong, but Steiner really did it. No, you cannot. This is early access for content creators. Ooh, Veve. He got to gold already. Amazing. Maybe I need to go to get off ranked. That might be it too. That might be also the problem. I'm not watching live, but Arena adds to add a player message that says play new cards. Yeah. Tell me about it. Am I right? Veve. Okay. Let's put down Go-Go Monago here. Reveal it. Let's grab the Buster Sword. think this is going to be Chocobos. Gromit, how you doing? Never played MTG, won't cause it because you know, that warms my heart. Can I say something? Can I say this, Mr. Reyunicosi? I love hearing that, and a lot of people were ho-humming kind of the Final Fantasy and saying, well, you know, it's maybe it doesn't fit the theme or whatever. I love hearing you say, well, I never played it before, but you know, they got me into it because of this. I love it. Good to hear it. Come on by the YouTube channel. I will gladly, you come on by the Discord, we will explain Magic to you like you'd never believe, man. I like our community to be open and friendly, and that's going to be our goal here. That's going to be our goal. So, more than happy to have you. Is it possible to be more than happy? Boom. I certainly think so. What did we get here? Mountain. Let's play Cloud Class Champion. Okay. Let's do that. Gets that back out. Couch Play Connor, welcome. Thank you. And I love hearing that we're expanding the the brand here. Yes, it does, Couch Play. Yeah. Basically, you use mana as your currency. If you want a quick rundown, you use mana as your currency. Much like any other spellcasting, like Final Fantasy, you have a certain amount of mana, it means that's how many spells you can cast, except it's a lot easier to keep in your head. You don't have 800 mana. So you've got 5 mana. Each card has a cost on it. This costs 3, this costs 2. I can play them both because I have 5 available mana. The idea is to get your opponent's life total down. They made Final Fantasy turn-based again. That's basically what you're playing. You're playing a Final Fantasy turn-based game when you play this. I have Cloud and Freya and Raban, and that's going to be my party. We're going to line them up, and we're going to take our turns beating each other up. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Boom. Oops, I forgot. I should have played this. My bad. Let me put down Raban first, so if he wants to play the removal, we can try to bait him out. We could do Crescent and Chainsaw. Ooh.
No more distractions.
Sacrifice Preacher. So we do this. Midgard. Mercenary. Equipment in my hand. We'll grab the Buster Sword. Oh, thank you, Chris Chaos. I appreciate that. Let's get rid of Buster Sword. If he's just going to play Lockout, well, I can do this now then. If he's got removal, if he just got tons of removal.
Delay. Nothing more.
No, I don't need Key to the Vault. Zodiac. Mirror and Bane Splitter. Zodiark's going to be tricky to deal with. I mean, if somebody snitches on you and complains, then maybe, but I'm not going to snitch on nobody. They know what they're doing. They know it's wrong. Bango. Let's do this. Let's try it. Yeah, we have no real good way to get rid of Zodiark, unfortunately. Does the Moogle pet say Koopa? Let's find out. See, this is why I can't put on music, guys. Ruining my video here. He's gonna hit me with 5. Meat hook. That's funny. There we go. Flipped it. Lord Flipticus the Gypticus. Nine. Yeah, with no way to deal with Zodiark, it's going to be a problem. Yes, I'm aware of that drive-by hug. That's how I like it. It's a PNG. See that? It's a PNG. And I think that's funny. Now, is it funny to anybody but me? Not really. However, it is funny to me. And that's kind of what's important. Freya Crescent. Yeah, we're pretty fucked here. With no way to remove Zodiark, he's in good shape. That's it. 5. Four damage. That dies. We're good to go. Good game. No, with no way to get rid of Zodiark, I don't have it. I didn't put Sheltered by Ghosts in this because I don't like relying on it too much, and this is what happens when you don't. Zodiark's a good card, though. Zodiark is a damn fine card. Bum 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 bum. All right, a couple more. Nick Talbot, it's the same guy. Kind of stuck in a loop here. There's Rauban, Bull of Almaga. Freya. We'll get down our Malbo. We'll get down Lightning. Oh, he got another one there. He probably got a removal. It's going to be the removal dance. Sorcery, Forge. Additional land. Planet's Champion. Hit. Boom. Let's see what we got. Hey, what's up, Chris Cass? How you doing? Fearless Con? Ask what the cheap equip costs. Yeah, I have some stuff that'll help. I was kind of going more for like a flash equipment. Draw. Okay. That wasn't a good idea. There we go. Alright. Hey, look, we made it to silver. Thanks to Knights, really. That's what did it. Mephisto, come on. You've been watching long enough. You know I wasn't going to top deck something amazing. I can't believe you'd be like, bro, I can't wait for early access so I can play a bounce deck. I cannot believe somebody said that. Someone said that out loud to themselves. They said, oh boy, I can't wait for early access because I'm going to bounce the fuck out of these cards, bro. I'm going to bounce the fuck out of them. You don't even understand how much bouncing is going to go on. Insane that that's where we're at. Insane. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold because they're going to try to equip this really fast. We want them to waste their money on it. Good move, though. I like this. I like what they're doing here. We might have to put Freya in. There's the rat. Jeez, no mana. Equip creatures in control of case, enters. Okay. The rat is a good one drop. Freya. I liked using her in Final Fantasy IX. I used to use her a lot in my main party. Probably going to kill with Chainsaw. Chainsaw is actually making a comeback lately. Buster Sword. We might as well give it a shot, huh? Oh, we gambled it all and we got there. I think they're still going to kill us. Yeah, he's going to equip Chainsaw. He's going to get +3 for double strike. Oh, wait. No, they overcorrected there. Overcorrected there. Put on a mirror base splitter. Overcorrected. There we go. Equipment versus equipment, and we took it out. They played that a little weird. They did play that a little odd. Fun though. I liked it. That's more how it's supposed to fucking go. And I do like cloud wielding that. We did get cloud wielding the Buster Sword, so that's pretty good. We got the meme moment out of there. We got to see Cloud hold the Buster Sword, which is, you know, clippable. Jay, do I have Lava Spur Burts in here? No, I don't. I don't know what Lava Spur Burts are. I've never heard of that card in my life. Never in my whole life have I ever heard of Lava Spur Boots. Freon reducing Buster Sword equip cost seems nice. Yeah, I gotta try the Freon. Freone. Freone. A Freone. Nick Talbot. Is that who just fought? Yeah, it is. I'm joking. I actually have heard of that card. I just like to tease. Trex or the Dactyl. I think it's funny. Buster Sword. Buster Sword? Damn near killed her sword. I think we may want to haste her. I think we do want something to haste out. I think you're right about that. Trex the Dactyls. Chainsaw. This is where we get silly with the Cheese Whiz. Want to pay 5 life? Yeah, they did want to pay 5 life. They did. They did want to pay 5 life. Holy shit. Yeah, I think those boots, I have a feeling, those boots may be for walking. And I think that's just might be what they'll do. Full of Minago. Alright, if he's got removal, it is what it is. Or he's got double strike. We'll put Buster Sword on there and attach. You would also pay 5? Yeah, this guy's a fucking threat, dude. This guy's a fucking absolute promising threat. No, I have not tried to get that yet. I don't believe there's anything stopping you from doing that. As far as I know, I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing that. No, probably not. I may need less equipment. Which, it sounds counterintuitive, but I may need less equipment here. As far as I know, there's no rule stopping you from having multiple emblems. I don't see how you wouldn't have won the game already having flipped it one time. That's what I'm wondering. How many times would you need to flip it? Close one on that. We didn't really have the last removal, but overall, I do like equipment. I feel like it's a solid build. I feel like we are doing stuff with when we equip. I've hit a lot of people with Cloud and the Buster Sword. It's worked. It's worked plenty of times, so we can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? Well, we're gonna leave that deck right there for right now. Hope you enjoyed it.